What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another UFO 50 Daily Bingo Line. Welcome back to a spicy edition. It's Sunday, and as seems to be tradition, we are doing spicy boards on a Sunday. A quick look at yesterday, though, a little recap. Pretty interesting board yesterday. I saw a lot of different people going for different lines, all at like a pretty fast time. I think we actually like one of the slowest yesterday. Not because we picked a bad line or anything, because we didn't do too hot, but you know, we're practicing the general goals. It's all good. It's all in good time. Yeah, today we have a spicy Sunday number 5, games with guns and ninjas. So maybe a little bit themed as well. I suppose there's only one way to find out, so get ready. This is going to be a bit longer than usual today. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh god, that's center square. Collect 20 total stars. I don't know about that one. Okay. Gold disc without being stunned by any enemies or traps. That's a bit scary. Warp tank, collect 9 coffees. Beat Moscow, you must enter the Hakoon fight with 0 bullets. That's not too bad. Hard loop, win with 2 or fewer deaths. It's a bit long. Campanella 2, collect at least 5 purple coins in 5 different levels. Okay, I don't know about that. Obtain an item from 3 different sectors. An item is pretty wide. That Ranger goal is not too hard. Collect 3 crowns without dying in the run. Okay. That row 3 is not looking too bad. I'm gonna keep looking a bit longer. I'm doing a bit extra on spicy. Shoot a ball gold disc is cheat on me. Yeah, that's pretty real. If I knew where the stabilizers were in Vanger, I think I would pick column 4. But I do think today we're gonna go with row 3. I'll just wait till it's like 30 seconds. Alright, we'll start with Ninpek. So from the way the goal is worded, I think we're allowed to die. We just can't die between picking up the crowns. We might as well just not die in general, though. I think that'd be better. I don't think I've shown the crowns on the daily bingo line yet. I don't need to pick up sandwiches or anything. I'll talk about the crowns when I get there. For the moment, let's just try not to die. Let's just casually play some Nitpick. We actually need to play, I think it's about 5 minutes, maybe a bit less, until we can even get to the crowns. The crowns are from a specific enemy. We have to mash a little bit. I enjoy mashing, so I always go for these spiky balls. Oh, we got the gift. It doesn't matter too much. Packing lives, though. I remember seeing, I don't remember when I saw it. There was a goal, I think it's a spicy goal, where you have to reach a certain point without letting any enemies, like, live. I think it was the first bonus. That goal seemed properly challenging. I want to try that one day. Well, again, I'm interpreting this goal as to mean we can't die between crowns. You know what? I'm not gonna take that. We will treat it as we can't die at all. I'm just gonna go play Vanger for a bit. We'll go back to nitpick later. It shouldn't be too hard still. It just, I feel like interpreting it the other way makes it not spicy enough. And it says in the run, I do think it's supposed to be just don't die until you get the 3 crowns. So as for this Vanger goal, this really isn't much of a problem. Basically, I think we're just going to go get the heat mod, and then I think I'm going to take the top route, get the route you would normally take to go to the, I think, Latom sector? Whichever one the top sector is. We're gonna make it like we're going there. Because we are gonna go there. And then we're just gonna pick up one item in there. I don't know what we're gonna do exactly. Might just go with a multi-mod, but... I'm not exactly familiar with the locations of items in this game. Okay, so this is going to be our first item, because the heat mod is an item. Okay, equip the defense. That's the burner. There we go. Make our way back up. It's always hard to really judge what's the fastest spicy line. A lot of these are things that I've never really timed myself doing before. Here we're going to try to do a little damage boost here. And we're going further down. So we have defense up. We don't really need to think too much about the damage we're taking. Here, we're going to swap for the hot wave. My finger's a little cold, but let's see if we can. Let's see if we can do this pretty good. I can't speak very well either, it seems. Unfortunately, we need the multi-mod for that. I guess I'll just go all the way to, the multi-mod. It's not that far, if you take this shortcut. I was trying to dodge it, but I accidentally crashed in the wrong place. Okay, the multi-mod's actually very close. Right here. That's going to be the second sector. Ah, I realized I was about to die. I had to try to dodge them. That's fine. Not really much of a time loss. I guess we'll put the drone on. Just gonna head back through here. I'm not sure which route would have been faster here. I was thinking maybe it'd be faster to go down first. I think it's actually very close, probably. I would have to assume Lottom Sector is probably a little bit faster if you know an item that's better than the multi-mod. Yeah, from here we're just gonna go down here. God, the camera in Vanger is still so bad. It's like the one thing I really don't like about Vanger. And if you go down here in Verde Sector, there's actually an item very close by right here. And that counts. Alright, I'll leave Velgris for later. Let's get started on Warp Tank. I haven't done coffees in Warp Tank in a while, so this could take a little bit of time. I mean, it just is what it is today. I haven't done a Warp Tank at all on a Daily Bingo line yet, huh? I'm fairly good at doing Warp Tank without the coffees. And for where the coffees are, I just need to, like, try my best to remember. The one thing about the coffees, if people don't know, you do need to finish the level without dying once you get the coffee. If you hit a checkpoint and then you die and come back to life from the checkpoint, you will not have the coffee with you anymore. I knew I was a little too late at the top. This is the Junior Sector Fast Strat. It's really cool. It's not too hard, but... Oops. If you go a little bit too slow, then it's not gonna work out. I'll keep going for it. I think it's one of the cooler strats to show off. One day I'll be better than I currently am at Warp Tank. There you go. Oh no, we are actually gonna take this checkpoint. Even though the odds of dying here are very low. The coffee is right over here. There you go. Maybe one of the most obvious coffees in the whole game. Although you do have to just like do a trust exercise where you warp directly to a spike. Meal Sector. Yeah, the biggest challenge for this for me is going to be trying to remember where all these gosh darn coffees are. No, I went past it. I was going to where it spawns, but that's not exactly my mission here. I need to spawn it as well. If I remember correctly, I could have just not died, but there we go. Then you need to move over here, and then not hit something bad. Wow, that was close. Oh, come on. I thought for sure they weren't going to move right then and there. Let's try that one more time with passion. Jeez, that's a bad overlap there. Okay. Alright, that's 3 coffees. Yeah, here we can take this checkpoint. I don't really know how to do this section fast. There is a fast cycle here you can take, but... then you go like this. And there's the coffee. Always a little bit worried going through here. There's like a surprisingly high chance that you get sniped off screen by one of the lasers. And that's 4 coffees. I'm resetting here to skip the cutscene. There's a cutscene when you reach certain level clear counts. It's 99% of the time faster to just reset when you get one. This is usually the level that people do first. And as speedrun, it's not that exciting because you're kind of limited by the platforms. Didn't quite make it. And that makes 5 coffees now. Let's increase that to 6. Fairly obvious coffee there. There's just a random section of the level. We're going to avoid the checkpoints here. Well, the checkpoints, not plural. It's not plural, it's singular. There's just one. Go through here. Now, normally I would go to the left after doing this next level. I don't know why I took this route. Oh well. But I believe one of the left levels that I have access to here does not have a coffee. Because it's one of the arena levels. So we probably shouldn't do that. Here we can take this checkpoint. And I just have to remember where to go here. It's always... This place is a little bit confusing. Yeah, you go through here, okay, and then you clear this out. That's the bit that I was missing. We have to be careful all the way to the end. Alright, there we go. Coffee number 7 for us. Yeah, normally I would go left here, but I'm gonna just go right. I haven't done Berserker Sector coffee in a while. I hope I can remember where it is. I'm not gonna risk it. You know what? Now that I've played half a second of this, I can tell you. No, actually, it's right here. It's super obvious, isn't it? Yeah, it's right here. Ooh, thank God. I just have to do this. Taking it nice and easy. I have a tendency to fail at the end of this level, so... Not particularly something I want to be doing right now. With the coffee in hand, it's better to just wait it out. Coffee in hand? Coffee in tank, rather. Yeah, here normally I would take it like a fast strat, but... I am just going to shoot them. Okay, and that's going to be 8 coffees. And then down here, I think healing sector is a bit long, but I do know exactly where the coffee is, so it's a boon for a guy like me. Really? The way these worms, you have to shoot their head, and if you warp near their head, you can also get them. But the hit detection on those is wildly inconsistent, if you ask me. can take this checkpoint for sure. It was a bit of a cheeky one as well, if you ask me. Hold on. Get that one. It's down here. There's like a tiny bit of a background element that kind of tells you that it's there. Alright, we're gonna dodge this checkpoint because in the event that we die, ideally it doesn't happen, but we want to be able to go back. Go. Didn't need to kill that one, just felt like it. Shoot that. Right, and that is going to be 9 coffees. You know, my fingers are a little cold. Let's do the Velgris. So gold disc without being stunned by any enemies or traps. It's a bit like collect 3 crowns without dying in the run, although obviously with Velgris it's a bit faster. So, yeah, we can't have that. Because of the starting cutscene, I guess it's faster to just die if it happens. And we are allowed to use stars, which is beneficial for us. And also, we are looking for gold disc, not cherry. Which makes it a lot easier. We don't have to deal with this bird. Normally I'd be playing a bit faster than this, but with the cold fingers, it's just not worth it. So yeah, getting hit by one of those lasers, that's a no-go. Getting hit by one of those bullets here, that's a no-go. Anything that puts us in the stun animation, it's a no-go. Have to do something there. Jeez. Stars on level 2 are awesome for us. Alright, this one's also very scary. There's a lot of enemies riding around there. That's fine, though. I wasn't expecting to get this in a short amount of time. Even though I picked this line, I'm realizing it's a very skill-based line. So some of this could take us some time. That Vanger goal is the only one that's, like, weirdly easy, if you ask me. Just a small knowledge check. There's gonna be a lot of bullets. Ah! Damn. The star block was too appealing. I didn't see the bullet come. Oops. Yeah. Sometimes you climb and there's an enemy there and it is what it is. I gotta remember. Resetting is not faster than just going down and dying. Hello? I feel like I just passed by 3 star blocks on... The freaking bird took the hit? Oh my lord. Come on, come on. What is that? Straight out of like a TV show. I'll take the hit. I saw that star like a little bit. I reacted too late. Okay, well. It's fine, I got that one. I'm gonna be climbing a little carefully. Especially with the mines exploding. Don't be afraid to fall back down if you need it. I just released too early there, I guess? I'm not sure. Ooh, nice star block. Nice star block. Let's try not to waste this beautiful luck that we've been given. Ooh, another star block. Alright, another child level 3. Ran into a star block, that's good. That should be the end, actually, right? Yep. Nice. Okay, that wasn't too bad at all. Just gotta play a little bit more carefully. That was actually really fast. Wow, 131's pretty good. Okay, we'll try the Ninpeck again. I gotta check. I remember. So there's something about the crowns that was weird. I think in the code they act as sandwiches, but I don't remember if they give 500 points or 300 points. So they give 500 points. There's some weird bugs about the way the crowns work. That's interesting stuff. It's also a bug they've decided not to fix, the devs, that is. Just a legacy from the original UFO 50 development team. That kind of stuff. The sandwich. Okay. Let's be more careful. We want to stay high up here. The biggest threat in this section are actually the birds. There's 3 of them. And they drop a big bomb that just takes a lot of the screen. It's not nice. Yeah, that one's the biggest problem, if you ask me. The flying mouths are not much of a threat. I believe there's one more around here. into the bonus now. We're gonna be getting points just because we can. Wasn't there a goal that we did to have like 6 extra lives in another day? And I got it after this? How did that happen anyways? Curious. I already have 6. Yeah, the biggest thing is we have to be wary of the thunder. Okay, and here are the umbrellas. So these are what give the crowns. So if an umbrella is on screen for a length of time, it will turn into a crown. I'm gonna let that one go, it'd be too risky to get. I'm also gonna let that one go, and I'm just gonna do this one. There we go. And that was 3 crowns. So yeah, if you just let an umbrella alive for long enough, then they do that. Now, rail heist. So I know speedrun routes for the first 10 levels. And I'm just going to try to mix it up. And combine them with some other stars. And if I don't, then I'll just come back. And we're gonna get the double star here for sure. Okay, that's the time stars, that's good. So ideally we would just want 2 stars in each level. Here, I'll get the double star again. That's pretty easy. I think my normal strat, for most levels, my normal strat at least involves killing 1 lawman. So I'm like trying to do something different here. Okay, once again, 2 stars. Here I believe we normally get the pacifist by doing our strat, so we're just gonna keep doing it. That was very risky. I'm surprised I didn't get hit by that. Okay, normally I would make it to the horse in time. Oh, actually, normally I would punch that lawyer and it would fall off, so I'm gonna just go down normally for the pacifist. Okay, here I get the pacifist by doing my strat like this. The key there, for the record, this is not the best strat, so if you want to like learn how to speedrun rail heist, get a better source than me. But I just crouch down in front of him, and then for some reason he moves to where I am, and gets auto-punched. Here, obviously, we get the speed and the pacifist. You can do it in a single turn. Okay, that's 10 stars so far, pretty good. God, I don't remember what I used to do for this. I think we could get pacifist. So normally you go down there. I think I'm gonna wait an extra turn. I think normally I would like have one of those two lawmen get killed by shooting each other, but I don't want that, so I'm just gonna punch them both. I'm gonna wait here. And then just go out normally. Doing some safety, doing some speed. It's working out for us. That's 12 stars. Okay, I don't remember the new fast strat. Maybe I do. Hold on. And then you do this. We're just gonna do... Okay, I saw this in a video. Somebody doing this. We're just gonna do that. I'm gonna go get an extra star from somewhere else. I don't know a good way to do that level. Same here. I don't know how to do this level without, you know, destroying people. Kill these 3 guys to stop the timer. Punch boost to this. Normally, I mean, if you're a pro speedrunner, you can zip just to get to the end. I'm not. I've never been really good at the zips, so I never put much time into learning them either. So we're just gonna take an alternate route where we go up here. Okay, so we need 2 extra stars. Winging it, we're gonna get pacifist and speed. Punch up, William, are you? Mr. Blue! Alright, and then we have to do Daring Duo. I vaguely remember my strat for this. I think I just sit here and wait for the timer to run out, don't even shoot that guy or anything. Here I bring 2 barrels. And then punch this twice. And then go hide over here. And then do this. Then I can just go hide over here. Now they run out. And this guy gets to just go steal the money. And now we're going out. So it's going to be speed and pacifist. So we just need to go back like the first 2 levels and then get a pacifist star, I think. 1, 2. Alright, we're gonna try to get pacifist here. You know, obviously very easy. We don't have to care about time or anything. Down here, that'll be beautiful. Wow. Thank you, Hordes, for having a giant hitbox. And then pacifist here. I've not done pacifist here in a while. I think the best way to do it would probably be to shoot... Not shoot. If we shoot anyone who's not pacifist. Punch, go up. just wait here. And then we just punch this bozo. And that's it. That's 20 stars. I believe it tells us, right? 10 time stars, 8 angel stars, and 2 devil stars. There we go. Yeah, I think it was a very fast line. I mean, we messed up a little bit, right? Like, we lost like 3 minutes on Ninpek. We certainly lost a lot of time on Warp Tank, because I'm not the best at that. And then we had like a couple bad runs on Velgris. Definitely a very fast line that just demands a lot of skill, if you ask me. I would not be surprised if there were also a couple of better lines around today. There's, you know, Velgris is around a couple times. Overbold, if you're good at that, it's there a couple times. Bushido Ball Goldiscus Chiome is really funny. I really wanted to do that, but there's a lot of scary goals. You know, like Ninpek hard loop win with 2 or fewer deaths. That's the entire game on hard, and you can only die twice. You know, that's risky. That's really risky. But that is going to do it for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.